Derek Ray at the microphone, and next to me here on the gantry is Stuart Robson. Thoroughly looking forward to this high-level contest on the big stage. It's Uzbekistan, and they take on Colombia.
Well, it's all about seizing the moment, and that's what these teams have to do today. They certainly can't make any mistakes here.
A look at the starting 11 today.
Well, it looks like they're going to play in a 3-4-3 formation, but without wing-backs. So although they might have an overload in midfield, they will be vulnerable to any switches of play by the opposition.
Here's how Colombia will begin the game.
Well, on paper it's down as a 4-5-1, but for me it's more likely to be a split midfield, with 3 supporting the front man and 2 sitting that little bit deeper as defensive cover.
The wait is over, now we're in business. Oh, danger here. They're putting in quite the shift to win the ball back. Masharipov. Couldn't keep the move going. Mojica. Now with Lerma. Takes aim. Well, it smacks into the gloves of the goalkeeper. Well, look at the table. It really is all hanging in the balance in terms of their quest to make it through to the round of 16.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what goes on elsewhere. Play well, get the 3 points, and they're through.
Well, they're moving it around with real purpose here. Will it be? Still a chance.
Well, what a chance that was to take the lead. But you have to give the goalkeeper credit. What a brilliant save that was.
And foul it is then. Can they make something of this now? Rios. Beautiful pass. A real opening now. And a goal! And now they're in control of the situation. Can they see this through?
Well, here it is again, and the pace in which they break forward is devastating. It's so hard to defend against. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
One 0 then. It did look on for them, but not to be. Jefferson Lerma. That's a good-looking pass. And a clever piece of defending. Shomurodov. And penalised there. Taken by the keeper without any fuss. Now Rodriguez. Textbook example of how to cut it out. And possession changing hands. Chance to cross. Oh, it looked really promising for them.
They got everything right there.
Here's Rodriguez. Oh, nice ball over the top. And he takes it away. Now, options are plenty. A fine reading of the situation. Luis Diaz. Nicely cut out. It's looking promising. And the keeper able to hold on to it. Well, they're almost inviting them to come at them.
They're just too passive with their defending now.
Well, it would have taken perfect technique from that sort of range, and that was less than perfect.
Not a good decision from him. That's a waste of possession there.
Luis Diaz. They won't complain about having won the corner, and maybe an opportunity to increase their advantage. Played over. Well, all manner of movement around the goalkeeper, but stuck to his task. Could be troublesome. Oh, fearless! Teammates available. Well, somebody's got to stop him. Oh, to level the match. And that's comfortably gathered. Mojica. Luis Javier Suarez. Very good interception. Luis Diaz. And now Rodriguez on the ball. Is it going to be? And really wanted to extend their advantage.
Yeah, that could prove to be a big miss.
Couldn't hang on to it. Masharipov. A deft clearance. What was the chance they could get caught out on the break here? Well, they have to pay attention. Might be a chance here. Oh, outstanding save!
Yeah, that's a really good stop. Just made himself look so imposing.
Delivering it. Did well to win the ball back.
Yeah, that's a clever interception.
Well, they're behind, but they might be onto something here. Chance maybe to use their counter-attacking ability to good effect. And beyond the last defender, offside. That's a good ball. And the referee takes exception to the challenge. Free kick. Oh, great vision. Could be! In it goes! Delighted to be two in front. Things look good for them now.
Well, as you can see, his movement is really good, which then makes the finish look easy. That's a decent goal, that's for sure.
So the ball rolling again. 2-0 the score. Well, taking into account all the stoppages, 2 minutes to be added on. And a fine tackle. To get back into the game. And there it is! Still life left in this game, and they have the momentum now.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And from there, he never looked like missing. That's a lovely goal.
And with that, the first half draws to a close. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Yeah, he's done okay in that first half. He's had a lot of the ball, he's used it well, and he's been energetic. But unfortunately, that can't be said about the rest of the team, who need to improve if they're going to turn this around.
So the second half begins. Who will steal the show? The keeper can exhale now.
Well, how close was that? Inches away from the perfect finish. Well, they were so close to the equaliser there.
Oh, wait a minute. Opportunity. Well, going for power with that shot, but it didn't happen for him at all.
Well, that's a poor effort. He's got that all wrong. That's a really bad shot in the end.
Eldor Shomurodov. Rustamjon Ashurmatov. Intercepted effortlessly. Shomurodov. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Well, maybe room here for the counter-attack. Possible chance! And a stinging shot, but off target.
Well, as you said, off target when really that should be hitting the back of the net. That's a golden opportunity.
Ashurmatov. And possession changing hands. Mojica. Opportunity. And he's gone for power. So close to finding the net. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Annoyingly, there it breaks down. Might be a chance to break. Well, it looked so promising, but it all comes to nothing.
Yeah, that's top-class defending.
Luis Diaz. Well, it's a good-looking position. Is there a goal in the future? Into the perfect position to cut it out. Well, being pressed here. And defensive play to be applauded. So a throw-in here. Luis Diaz. It's one thing to sit deep, it's another thing to sit that little bit too deep. Decides to shoot. Well, the keeper is happy the bar was there. Oh, how about that for a tackle?
Well, had that gone in, the game was firmly in their hands. Now, though, they've got to make sure they don't let this slip.
Yes, a really open flow to the game. End-to-end stuff. This could level it. And a goal it is! How significant could that prove to be?
Has to do much better than that. That's a costly mistake there.
So on with the game, and what a game! Can you believe this? Mojica. On attacking possibilities. Well, it came to nothing in the end. With no degree of difficulty for the goalkeeper. Jefferson Lerma. Carrasco. Brilliant pass. Oh, in with a chance. Oh, tremendous save.
Well, I have to say, that's a magnificent piece of goalkeeping. That's a great stop.
He's made a real difference, I must say, but the manager decides that this is the time to make a change. Short corner favoured. Well, spot on with that challenge. Takes the shot. Vital intervention.
What a block that was.
It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Moving it nicely. And they might forge ahead. And a simple clearance, a good one. Oh, and the flag goes up.
Well, he needs to be more aware there. He didn't work hard enough to stay onside.
And giving it away. A quarter of an hour remaining here. And in the right position to read it. Shomurodov. Not high quality defending. Oh, disappointing end to that. Quick counter could be on. This could be troublesome. 10 minutes left for play. Credit to them for winning it back. He's in with a chance. Oh, a magnificent challenge. What can they do from this corner? The minutes ticking away in this game. They take it short. Well, he loves drifting in off the flank. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. And a goal here might settle the outcome. And the chance slips away. Now, who can he play it to? Takes aim. Got a surefire goal. A chance to nudge in front. Corner kick here. Did his job defensively. Juan Quintero. Rios. Carrascal. Well, he's given it away. And slipped through beautifully. Well, you've got poor attempt. A long way wide. Getting right into his face. Juan Quintero. Can they nudge in front late on here? Well, disappointing end to the move. And if you're wondering about added time, 2 minutes it'll be. He has teammates around him. Nicely timed tackle. Juan Quintero. Giving it a real go in the wide area. And defensive play to be applauded. And the referee brings this contest to an end. It certainly was pulsating. It had us on the edge of our seats. Stuart, your take?
Well, it was excellent entertainment. We saw good quality football, played at a high intensity and goals as well. The draw is a fair reflection of how the game was played.
Well, really no complaints whatsoever about his performance in this game.
Yeah, he was good today. He got the all-important equaliser and he also hit the woodwork. He was their best player, that's for sure.